Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and I'm with videos with Many Hearts Counseling, and today's video is going to be on how to get through life's challenges with grace and with faith. So I always say to people that I work with, even just friends and family, because I do get asked this question, how do you stay so calm, Anna, when life is presenting you with challenges? And I have to say that I was not always so calm when life presented me with challenges. It is a way of living that I decided that I would adopt after I understood that I have choices in how I feel when life is presenting me challenges. And we do hear this a lot too from other therapists, counselors, psychologists, spiritual teachers, that we may not always have control of what is presented to us when it comes to life and the challenges that it brings forth. But we always have choice in how we handle those challenges and what we choose. The power of our thought and what we choose to think is our superpower, and it is the one thing that will liberate us from fear. So say, for example, you have to move and you have two choices. You can stay in the fear that you might not find what you want, that you might pay a lot more than what you can afford, that you're not going to find something on time, or you can choose to have faith that the right place at the right price at the right location with everything that you need is going to find you. This is actually the superpower that we have as human beings. We get to pick the thoughts that we want to have, and then because thoughts equals emotions and feelings, and emotions and feelings equals behavior, you can see how they dictate. Basically, our thoughts will dictate our emotion and feelings, and then how we behave for the rest of the day. So say, for example, I choose to stay in fear that I'm not going to find something that I can afford and the location that I want, and then thought starts to come in that I'm going to have to settle. What's going to happen? Are we going to be homeless? The feelings that are going to come from those kinds of thoughts and the emotions are going to be distressed. I'm going to be feeling stressed. There's going to be feelings of being unsettled, anxious, and all these feelings and emotions are going to lower my vibration. And then because we are a resonant universe, right? Like, this law of attraction does not work by assertion. The law of attraction, much like the law of gravity, it works by pulling things in. Law of gravity, we literally, like, the earth is literally just pulling everything onto its center just naturally. That's how it works. The law of attraction works the same way as well. It brings in things that are vibrating on the same frequency that we have. And recently I heard this analogy about frequencies that I really wanted to share. So because we are a resonant universe, and the universe will bring in the same frequency as we are riding on, I heard this analogy that if you think about it, much like a radio station, so all the radio stations are playing at the same time, but depending on which one you're tuning in, that's the one that you're going to hear. So 94.5 is playing at the same time as 95.3, but if you tune into 94.5, you're not going to be able to hear 95.3. So same with your thoughts, because thoughts are now proven that they also have a frequency, because scientists can measure the frequency of your thoughts and the kind of frequency that they have. Where does it fall in the David Hawkins scale of human energy? Is it really low hertz, or is it high hertz? Is it low, where guilt and shame are and fear? Or is it up high, where you have unconditional love and acceptance and willingness and all these beautiful feelings that raise your vibration, therefore bring in different experiences from the universe. So where are you tuned into? What kind of thoughts are you listening to? Are you choosing fear or are you choosing faith? I am going to find the place that I want to at the right place, at the right location, at the right price, at the right everything. Already just by saying that out loud, you can see how a person would automatically already feel better. These types of thoughts will create better emotions and feelings. So now I'm going to feel settled. I'm going to feel secure. I'm going to just have a knowing that it's going to happen for me. Why would it not? So therefore, then my behavior would be different. So perhaps I would be more gentle with my kids when they come home from school, or I would be more prone to an outing because I'm not worrying. Or I might be prone to eating better because I'm not worrying and just reaching for comfort food. Whatever it is, I am choosing to have faith. Therefore, my actions are going to be different. Now, the big difference between staying where the faith is and having the knowing that it will happen. So having the faith and really believing that you have the faith, because this is why people do not have their faithful thoughts manifested into reality in many cases, is although they might choose faith, they actually don't really deep down believe it. So watch your thoughts and what they say when you do choose faith. And yes, I'm going to find it at the right location, at the right price, with everything exactly as I wanted. Is your inner subconscious dialogue sounding like a resounding, yes, that's true? Or is it more like, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Who am I kidding? Who am I to think this is going to work? What does your inner dialogue say? And not just about moving, but about everything else as well. If you are trying to manifest a specific person and you have your vision board and you believe that you can have everything that you want on your vision board, without a doubt, then you can manifest that person. But if inside of you, you have a fear that you won't, that can't happen to you, that you're still not good enough, watch your thoughts. I was at an event yesterday and I was creating connections, and there was a couple of occasions that I felt naturally, like when you have like when you're at an event and you're connecting with people and you're exchanging business cards and you talk about what you do, and you're doing that mingling and jingling, and then naturally that person walks away to go hit maybe the bar or another person or the food. I was noticing that my thoughts would be such as, oh, they don't want to hang out with me anymore. Oh, they're not finding me interesting enough. Oh, I'm not good enough to talk to for a longer period of time. And that caught me off guard. And I'm being super duper vulnerable right now. That caught me off guard because I didn't think that I still carried these core beliefs about myself, that I'm not good enough, that I'm not worthy. So now I know that I have to do a little bit more work when it comes to that department, because even if I'm trying to manifest something, but I'm really, truly deep down inside subconsciously, I am feeling not worthy, not good enough, I don't believe it, it's not going to happen to me, then unfortunately, chances are that it might not happen to me until I actually heal that subconscious core belief of mine. So I get to work right away. So again, now we have choices. We can be afraid or we can choose awareness. So I choose to have awareness that these are my thoughts that are trying to come in, and with the awareness that I have that a thought is a thought and a thought can be changed, I can reprogram my subconscious mind, I can reprogram my conscious mind, and I am aware enough to know to not be afraid that the thoughts are coming in, but aware enough to know that I can change them, and then I do the work to change them. So last night I just went to YouTube and I Googled reprogramming your subconscious mind meditation. I also Googled I am worthy and I am good enough meditations as well. And then I do those and I try to give myself the complete opposite experience of what was trying to come in and take over me, because that's actually not true. It's not true. These unhelpful core beliefs are not true, because this is not who we were meant to be. We were not meant to come here and live out our life path in fear and anxiety and feeling not worthy or not good enough. That's not the point of life. We all came here to feel the complete opposite. It is our birthright to be whole and complete and loved unconditionally, fully accepted, have everything that we could ever imagine and dream of. It is our birthright to know that we can have it. So choose faith over fear, choose awareness over anxiety, and remember to have the knowing that it can happen to you. And if you feel like you're doubting yourself, check to see what thoughts need to be changed and what you are doubting in order for you to reprogram and, give yourself a different experience. I thank you once again for watching my videos. Thank you so much for your love and support and your encouragement. I really love it. It means so much to me. And thank you for your questions in how I choose to live my life these days. And the most powerful word here is choose. We choose our actions. We choose our thoughts. We have power to choose, especially now as adults, because maybe not as children, we did not have that. We picked our lessons from beforehand, and we embrace them as children the best that we can. And then when we're adults, we understand that these lessons lead to core beliefs that are unhelpful and just take a little bit of work to untwist. And that way we can come into our full potential as an adult and live the life that we were at birth, were gifted to live fully and completely and unconditionally, lovingly, and abundant in all ways that you are wanting. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I'm wishing you everything in life. Remember that everything is always happening for you. You always have choice. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more of my what I feel is content to help you live your best life, because it helps the algorithm of my videos getting out there, reaching more people, and therefore helping the world as one big consciousness to reach the level that we were meant to reach as human beings on this planet. I will see you next time.